Hi everyone, welcome. So grateful to have you all in my camera. Oh hey everybody, yay! So happy to have you all. Everyone's doing a live, so this is part of my life. Yeah. So how's everybody doing today? I wanted to do the Zayn because I promised you guys last week. You asked me questions. So here it is. Just wanted to check up on everybody. How's everybody doing? It seems like my mic is working, which is great. I had to buy a new mic for my other videos. I just bought new lighting, so I am putting a lot of the money I get into the studio and so forth. So we're doing Zayn. This is dedicated to Zayn only. Um, I know Amy. Amy's gonna be so happy. Hi, Amy. Hi, Bobby. Yay. So, like I said, dedicated to Zayn only. I'm gonna talk about his new album, and then just things that are coming up. You can ask me any questions you want. And then at the end, if we have time, we can do, and if you want to, members feel free to ask personal questions if you have any. And if you aren't a member and you have a personal question you'd like to ask, please donate to the channel and then you'll get a chance to watch it. Okay, so I was accurate in that I said that Zayn would be coming out with a new album this year. And I said by April to August, he's going to be testing out the waters. And he just did, well, not just, but like a month ago, I believe it was a month ago, he did an interview, I didn't watch the full thing, with Call Her Daddy. Call Her Daddy's this podcast. I watched a few of the others. I don't really like the host, honestly. I don't like her energy, to be honest. She gives me, I don't know. I don't like those like LA vibes that sometimes people have. She gives me very LA. I don't even think she lives in LA, but she gives me very LA. You know, the vocal fry and stuff like that. But I'm not judging her. Just she's not for me. She doesn't seem authentic. Haley Bieber also did an interview with her. Interesting. So I wanted to expand on that, and I wanted to take a deep delve into the new music, what I think it's going to be. I did see an alter ego. Um, when I predicted it before, I saw an alter ego, and I saw that he's going to like mesh his alter ego into one. I actually, now that I said that, I just got an image of like, when glass shatters and there's like little fragments, they kind of make it into a mosaic. I think the cover is going to look like that. So that's what I see. I see like shattered glass, and there might even be a song Shattered Glass, but like picking up pieces, that kind of energy is what I strongly, strongly get. Feel free to write a comment, so forth. So I'm going to use the tarot and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. It's a great time to ask. If you're watching replay, please comment on a question you might have and I'll answer it. But I strongly see it's like pulling the pieces together. That's the general energy of this album. General energy is like making whole, from broken to whole, you know. Almost like a phoenix. I did say that before. I feel like I said that about him. So let's see. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna pull about him and Selena. I think they might have collaborated. And this, oh, please, if I forget, please remind me towards the end of the video. If I forget to mention them. I think I did say that he's not good at collaborating. Remember that? I did say that. He's not good at doing collaborations. Oh, it wasn't too bad. Didn't like her after, yeah. I just feel like she doesn't ask the right questions. Her name's Alex, right? Alex Cooper. I feel like she doesn't ask the right questions. I feel like it's very surface level. So let's see. Zayn, by the way, thank everybody for joining. Please like the video. I much highly appreciate it if you did. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay, so I'm picking up and I'm pulling the energy of the album. I see a lot of songs, and obviously, I wouldn't say, I don't like to call myself a former recording artist because I did record songs, and I do have a history of singing. I just didn't want to take it any further. So I do know a lot about the music industry. I used to date a producer, and I know a lot of people in music. But I'm just giving you that preface of how I know this knowledge about music. So, whenever you record an album, there's often at least 100 songs that you've recorded. Record. Then they break it down. Then they choose usually the top 50. Then they choose usually the top, however, and that top of the top makes it to the album. They often get people to listen in the process. So it does take a long time if you don't know this. It does take a long time. Sometimes, usually for like the second or third round, they push it out into to listeners. Like they'll have a conference with people who are in music, who are in media to just listen. And they'll vote on what their favorite one is. Interscope used to do that a lot. Sony used to do a lot. Columbia Records, a lot of big record labels. They'll get people to vote, and that's often how things get leaked. So yeah, just letting you guys know that. So this has been, I would say, about 8 months, just energetically, intuitively. I picture 8 months of really narrowing things down. I think that's why he's been taking trips and stuff, like he's getting himself ready for a tour that's on the way. I 100% believe that his album will drop by the end of the year. I predicted this in January, that there'd be an album. He's gonna give like little testers because at the end of the day, they're running a business. Uh, Musicians, record labels, it's a business. They want it to do well, as much as they want it to be an expression of themselves. They still want it to perform well. So that's why they'll give like testers out. So I did see somebody said that he dropped a single. I did predict that too, that he would drop a single in the springtime. It's just to give out feelers. Now I do see by September, so by next month, he'll have dropped something else. It would be like a leak or something implying that his music is on the way. So with Three of Coins, oh by the way, I'm using this Crystal Magic Tarot. I love this deck. It's really, really beautiful. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here. I'm just gonna grab the deck. Beautiful, right? Really, really gorgeous. You can get it on Amazon if you're interested. I've been using it so much. Whenever I have a new favorite deck, I use it. I use it a lot. So I get the sense, you see, Ten of Wands is often about the last piece of action that you need to make in order to push something forward. So it's oftentimes you're moving. Oftentimes you're pushing something through. So this is the last hurdle to push through this album. And I think he's had to convince a lot of the people on his team to take this direction. It's a very different direction to pop. So it's not going to be a pop album. It's going to be something with way more substance. And it's going to do very well with his fans. It's going to do shockingly well. He's very talented. I don't like to upset people, but because I do think Harry's very talented. I think all of them from One Direction are talented. But to me, Zayn is the most, for me, myself, he appeals to me musically the most. So with Seven of Wands, he's going to have a lot of work to do. And this implies that he's making his dream happen. Seven of Wands, seventh house is about dreams coming true. Through action, hasn't been easy. Seven of Cups. See how there's an eye? This is about dreams being fulfilled. Definitely. Bobby says his voice is out of this world. Definitely. I'm telling you, I remember, because I was never really into One Direction, and then I heard Back to Sleep with him, the Back to Sleep remix with Chris Brown. I was like, whoa, this is so good. And I don't care for Chris Brown's personality, but he is a very talented person. I like a lot of his music. If I don't like it, I just don't listen to it. I have to go crazy. But to compete with Chris Brown's vocals, you have to have a lot of substance, I just remember I was listening to my ex-boyfriend. I was like, who's that singing? And then I saw it was Zayn. I was like, oh my gosh, who's Zayn? And I just remember researching a lot about him, his history of One Direction and stuff like that. Not anything personal, just like music, because I used to be a musician. I love music. So that voice, 100% Bobby. Right, Bobby. His voice is amazing. Happy to hear it's gonna do very well. However, critically, it's not. So just his fans are gonna support it. His fans are gonna love it. But I'm telling you, the hold Yolanda has, the hold people that don't like him have over the media, it's gonna be very strong. And he knows that. That's why he's testing the waters. Because he wants to see if they're already giving him backlash. Yeah, I mean, they're just different in their own way. I suppose because you love Zayn. I say Zayn vocally, like I always say this, British artists vocally are the best. The best, best, best. Doesn't matter what race they are, doesn't matter which part of the UK they come from. The best vocals, when I think about Sugar Babes, it's a group that I love. Sugar Babes, the group, all of them have such beautiful, like angelic voices. But American performers are the best. You know, Americans really know how to put on a show and meticulously put everything together, you know? So, in terms of performance, I definitely think Chris Brown outdoes. Uh, Not that it's really a competition, but just from an opinion perspective, Chris Brown performs very, very well. But Zayn's voice is very distinctive, you know. And British singers, I feel like they don't even have to sing that much, you know. They just like it's very smooth and strong. And people always, because I live in the US, and they'll be like, British singers are the best. I'm like, yeah, British singers are the best. They sing the best, you know. And it's not about race. It's just about like vocally carrying something through in a strong way. And Americans, like I said, are the best performers, 100%. It's different, you know. Like Adele, if you look at Adele, she doesn't perform that much, but her voice is phenomenal, you know. She doesn't have to do like Beyonce's a vocalist. She's talented in her own way. But Adele doesn't have to go, she doesn't have to do all that. She just sings and it's beautiful. Absolutely, Chris has more charisma and the best. Exactly, 100%. That's the thing. American performers, American singers are often performers, they're entertainers. Like, I really believe Rihanna has one of the worst voices I've ever heard in my life, but she has star quality. She's beautiful. She has so many things going for her. Singing, not a good singer, but she's used everything else in her advantage. So, I see, like I said, back to Zayn's album. I see a very strong. Oh wow! I see one of the songs dedicated to his dad. Of like the family tree. It's gonna be very beautiful masterpiece. It's gonna be a masterpiece. But like I said, the media is going to go after him. Knight of Coins, Page of Cups. In the beginning, it's not going to do that well, but then as it goes on, like as each video is released, it's going to do very well. But with the Devil card, a woman, I believe this is Yolanda, doesn't want him to do well. Doesn't want him to do well with King of Cups, 5 wands, but this is going to show. Oh, I just got goosebumps. This album is going to show the world how far he has come. And it's going to penetrate people. It's really going to have an effect on a lot of people, including his fans. So, yeah. Does anybody have any questions before I move on to just a general update and what I think his Selena involvement had? Why Selena was involved in all of this? No? Okay, so I'm going to move on. So let's see. A general update. I do get, like I said, I feel like he has stopped drinking. And I don't like to shame people that drink because I drank um, for many years, on and off. I stopped drinking, but I did so recently because, well, 7 months ago, 6 months ago, it's given me such a sense of clarity. And I'm in school right now for something very difficult. And I knew that if I continue to drink, it would just get in the way. I mean, not even that I drank a lot, it's just like, it takes a lot of energetically. So I get like a sense of peace with him, and I think it's come from being sober. And I don't even think he meant to do it. I think he just naturally stopped drinking, and it gave him a sense of clarity. So let's see what else I can see from this. Okay, so Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. Okay, there's a rumor. Thank you, Amy. There's a rumor going around again. I'm sitting on seeking around. That's the thing. I don't know about that. I don't think that is true. I think it's to get buzz out for the album. Like I said, he knows what to do because he's been doing this practically his whole life, you know? He knows what to do to get certain things out and so forth. And the best way, unfortunately, to sell an album is to create buzz and to create hype, you know? And then the music will carry itself through. But in order to get that first reaction, okay, so I don't think I've told you guys this before. Yeah, I don't think I have, but I used to know somebody for a very long time who used to do publicity for celebrities, like PR. And he had very, almost, well, some of them were A-list clientele. And he would tell me certain things that they do to promote things. And one of the things he told me, I can't reveal it now because I don't want the celebrity to say anything against me. Or, you know. But one of the things he told me was that there was at the time this woman who was a celebrity, who was one of his clients, that was making a lot of media attention. And he said that the main reason they did that was because her albums were not doing well. And after that, her next album did very well. But she did a lot of things in the media just for that purpose. And that's oftentimes what they do because it's not easy to sell music anymore. So I really think it's related to that. So let's see. Do you think they collabed on? So yes, I do think. I did briefly mention that. I do think that they've collabed on a song. 100%. 100%. I think a collab is coming up very soon with the two of them together. And I think that's the sneaking around. But I think that they're hyping it up so that people draw attention to it. So, and I will later break down what I think the song is about and so forth. So stay tuned. So Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the High Priestess in reverse. So this is his general energy, and I feel like he, like I said, has a sense of peace. But however, the High Priestess is in reverse, and usually when the High Priestess is in reverse, we need to pay attention to something that we're not paying attention to. It's like a sixth sense, intuition. So I think he has a suspicion that somebody on his camp is doing him wrong. And that suspicion is correct. But he's denying it. That makes any sense. So with Five of Cups, Page of Cups, they're going to find out who this person is. And he's going to fire him. Seems like it's a masculine energy. Okay, so that's the Zayn update. So now I'm going to move on to the collab. Yeah, I see that being very strong possibility. I 100% think, and this is intuitive based, so sometimes they make collabs and things happen with the companies and so forth because we do have free will. But I think the sneaking around is a song. And Wow, The Chariot is a song about healing. It's a song about like finding the good within things that have happened to you and moving on, because the chariot's about moving forward and moving on from it. Wow, this is very beautiful. Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Seven of Wands, like making persevering through. The song is about persevering through something and moving on from it and protecting yourself. Four of Swords. So I see April of next year, this song will have come out. So stay tuned. It's gonna be very big. It's gonna be very epic, like you said. But that's why they're dropping hints. But there is a song coming out with the two of them together. So does anybody have any questions for in this live? Any personal questions if you have a butterfly? Thank you to all the members. I'm so grateful for you all. I did just start a new membership. It's $9.99 a month, and you get to learn tarot. So every week I drop tarot classes. So fun and really, really worth it if you want to learn tarot. I break down all the arcanas. I'm going to start doing pulling, card pulling, relating it to astrology. It's going to be so fun. So, yeah. Okay, lovely people. If you don't have any last questions, I will end this. So yes, I'll see you very soon next week doing another live. I have new videos coming out tomorrow. If you are a member, if you're no liar, I'll call you guys no liars. Tomorrow I will have two videos, early premiere for you guys, and then I usually premiere them on Sunday for everybody else, for the public, or Sunday, then Tuesday, and so forth. So stay tuned. Oh, I'm gonna do a video soon about that. I want to do a long one, so please remind me. Actually, let me write it down on my phone really quickly. I forget now. What's this gonna be? So let me just write it on my phone really quickly, because um. But a lot of the videos you guys have asked me to do recently, just did one on Sam and Aaron Taylor that I'm editing. Really excited about that. Yeah, so stay tuned. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Oh, love you too. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much, and I promise I will keep improving the sound. And because I know that hasn't been good lately, because I had to move things around. So I have every plan to improve the sound. I have every plan to continue this channel growing. If you guys could just share with people, and if there's a video that you like and you feel like somebody else would like it, please share so we can spread the love. Oh, thank you, Amy. Sending you lots of love. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and I will see you soon.